Warning, Caffeinated Conquest features adult nerds using adult language. Seriously, don't say we didn't warn you.
Okay, initiatives again.
Down your chest.
Por favor.
It's like, shh.
Fuck. How'd you do?
Yeah.
19.
How'd you
15.
do?
17 then.
God, yeah, me and Adam were sort of legal.
Go ahead.
You said 19.
Yeah. But you said 17.
You said we're both sort of.
Sorta. It's still teen.
It was like 15.
Like when people search up the teen tag,
16.
you'll show up.
Yeah, 16.
That's fine. You're still going second.
Yeah. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's still alive, right?
Yes.
Oh, he's
Okay.
not
Now
dead.
he's not.
Are you spending celerity?
No.
Okay. Hang on, how many successes was that? 8. Gonna have his dice pool attempt to dodge again. So, 1, 2, so that's only reduced it to 5 successes for you.
Okay. Really should be getting. I should start to think more tactically and get flanking 4 damage.
1, 2, 3. That sucks. You only need 1 to put him down, so he's fucking torpid at this point.
You're gonna Diablo res him.
Yes. Absolutely. It's less like I want his power, but it's more like you keep what you kill.
Eat what you kill.
Alright, so you plant his scimitar in his neck, spraying Vitae as he falls down, splash into the fucking muck.
Like, Betty, don't look.
Unfortunately, I've read this several times and the zombies are still going, so it's up to you.
Okay. Then I guess. How many zombies are left? Or
2. There's always 2.
I have the one that I was already hit before with my little my knife.
Okay, go ahead.
This whole time I was thinking, when's Adam's necromancy gonna come into play? Oh, zombies. Maybe he'll know.
He's gonna
I
stab
can
him.
only control one at a time. And I'm like, you fight them.
Yeah, you can tell one to fight the other one.
He actually can't do anything here. They cannot be wrested from the control of the controlling necromancy.
I got 4 success. Wait, yeah.
But he's dead.
He is dead. I read this several times. The orders might be to protect a certain site or simply to attack immediately, but they will be carried out until every last one of the decomposing monsters is destroyed.
I can bring up another corpse and then have them. That's the one that you just killed. Nobody.
I mean, there's like a bunch of other corpses.
Well, I botched on damage. Or no, I didn't. I just got no successes on damage. Yeah.
Did you?
It's,
No. Oh yeah. So
No.
you stick your knife into this squishy part, and as you just plant it between the ribs, it just kind of sloughs out disgustingly. Plop, plop, plop into the water. Betty's up.
Betty's gonna take 2 shots.
Remember,
Okay.
you were point blank.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't
Going forever.
know if you can split dice pools on a gunshot. I think they.
Can't you take multiple shots?
There's a maneuver for that. Oh yeah, multiple shots, dex firearms, accuracy, special, difficulty, normal, damage, weapon.
Yeah, you can split the dice pool. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Never mind. Let's go.
Shot 1.
Remember, it's
Success.
diff 4 bomb.
1 success, so that's going to be 5 damage on the first one.
Shot 2.
Oh, it is a diff 4. He's absolutely right.
And that would be fucked up.
No, that's
Instead of 1.
So yeah, so he just blows out more just disgusting brain gunk.
So 5. Plus, yeah, no extra successes. 2. 7 and 9.
7 and 9.
Bang bang.
I don't know if they can. I assume they can soak lethal. They're fucking zombies. So with 2 damage, it soaks 1, and she finally manages to blow out a chunk of it that's important. The zombies will go.
She hits the necromantic sack.
Nah.
This one's gonna attempt to just straight up fucking punch you, Adam, and whiff completely. What's more interesting?
They're gonna pull him out of the living dead.
Which is
Grab him by the limbs and just tear into his guts.
that would be interesting, but I'm gonna have the second one attempt to tackle Betty into the muck.
Oh man, she's gonna smell terrible.
1, 2, a diff 7, so 4 successes. Strength brawl, actually. Now, Betty doesn't have any actions left, so she can't actually dodge.
Ooh. But you can't struggle?
I mean, on her turn, she can.
Okay.
But this thing just sort of like rah, jumps at her and just pounces her down into the sludge. Strength plus 1, so there's 3 extra successes. Plus my 3 strength plus 1. He slams her into the cement to the tune of 1 possible damage. Roll to soak.
You think this is the point where she's just thinking, for the first time in the past 2 nights, like I should have just gone with Fiero?
No.
I just stayed at the house.
So,
Yeah, so tackled, nothing happens. Jabril, you're up.
2 I'm gonna stab the one going for Carlo.
Okay, go ahead and stab him.
2 days ago, she was in the hospital.
you remember why she was in the hospital, right?
I'll spend the celerity.
Fire cash poison.
No, wait.
You
Yeah.
saw a picture?
She had a mental breakdown.
Too much stress at work.
Too much stress.
She met vampires.
Ah, yes.
Now we'll give Annie 1. Stress. It's stress. Oh, damn. Ah, I'm also attacking from behind. Oh, damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, roll it.
Ugh.
I used all my kill.
You weren't gonna kill it.
I soaked 1.
Eventually.
1, 2,
He was just about to start crying at it.
1, 2, 3. 2, 4.
Jesus Christ, buddy.
5 damage.
5 damage. Jabril's scimitar goes exploding through this thing's chest, followed by Jabril's fist, followed by his arm all the way down to the fucking elbow.
And hits me too.
Well,
Just bumps your nose.
Oh, I guess we're still going in the same order, because I forgot to re-roll initiative at the beginning. Doesn't matter. Your turn.
you probably would have been.
like,
We play the rules fast and loose.
Yeah.
well, I gotta help Betty out. Where did Betty go?
There's still a zombie trying to claw your eyes out.
What? I thought he was.
But they're submerged in the shit.
I was slammed onto concrete.
Yeah, Betty was slammed down into concrete.
Really?
There's a zombie on top of her. There's a zombie right in front of you, still trying to scrabble with you.
It's still alive?
Yes.
Okay. I like it's
It's
not
dead, Adam. It's a zombie.
it's still animated.
Because there's a hole in its chest doesn't mean it's going there.
I would try to chop his head off. See if that works. See if that solves it. I like nope. It gets.
Yeah.
I soak 3. Do super good.
Watch.
That's 2 successes, friend. So you're gonna roll 3 dice for your little knife. You can't possibly damage me.
What, you do with
Oh yeah, you do. Okay, roll 4 because you're potent.
Yeah. You do 1 damage.
You might do 1 damage if all of them come up successes. Nope. Squish, meat.
Jesus Christ. I trust
So Betty is just submerged in the filth with this fucking
I
zombie.
thought I was on concrete.
Muck, concrete underneath that.
Okay.
you.
Alright, I'm submerged. I will put this pistol in its belly and just...
Okay, you got it. Diff 4.
I'm going to take
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You can roll mine.
3 shots. Yeah, 3 shots.
I took diddly dick from the first one.
Diff 4. Win.
All right.
Win.
Nothing. So you somehow managed to miss and put a bullet straight through the ribs, but you're gonna roll 5.
6 and 6.
And into Adam.
It's 6 dice.
Man, it'd be funny if you both died.
Like, well, I couldn't save anybody.
First bullet.
JJ, what happened?
4.
They were incompetent.
4. Okay, so yeah, you just blow its fucking lung out and into the center of the room.
Second bullet.
Oh, what am I doing? Sorry.
3.
1. So, yeah, so you've taken out a piece of its stomach. That was both of you guys. So the one on top of Betty is going to attempt to bite her.
Oh man, she's gonna become a zombie.
She can only soak this with her fortitude. So my dex brawl accuracy is +1. Does that mean? Oh, that means I get an extra die. Okay. Well, hang on. I still hit. So yes, you have 3 soaks on fortitude. So my strength is 3 +1. 1, 2, dick shit. So yeah, Betty is insofar indestructible. What's a fun thing to do with this guy? He's got a scimitar. Ooh, that would be fun.
Explode.
Is he gonna spit on? Is he gonna spit at me? Like,
He is going to attempt to disarm Jibril with a terrible dex melee, which I don't have melee. So he's just gonna attempt to grab at the arm sticking through his chest and sink his bony fingers into it.
You know, that's not what I intended, right? I don't just leave it in there.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. These zombies suck. I'm trying to think of fun things to do with them.
Make them dance.
Let's do it.
To Thriller.
And track
can start.
clicks.
Let's.
I mean, you're the storyteller, and what you say goes, but it's just silly for me.
No, you're right.
You try to pull it back, but you can't figure out the way to take it back out.
Just stabbing Adam every time.
I'm just gonna punch him.
you're putting the blood on me.
And it stumbles and fails. Let's go initiatives again. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh yeah, you still have your dexterity action. You have 2 as a matter of fact.
Yay, dexterity.
I can possibly murder them both.
Murdering can be fun.
Did you give me back my dex?
Right.
The one that I drew.
1, 2, 3. Ah.
No, the one that you dropped is right there. It's in the green screen.
What green screen do you mean?
No, wait.
I guess clearly we're in a dilapidated sewer right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just so you all know, it smells terrible in here.
Hey, man.
That's not roll time.
Smells like my sweaty bowels.
And nope.
That's meatballs.
Look forward to our cologne/perfume line.
4 damage. I soaked dick. So you basically slice this thing from nads to navel, and it just two halves are here. Last Larry action on the one on Betty. What is prone? I forget. I think you just -2 difficulty.
Oh.
So you're swinging on a 4.
Oh, we looked at the definition of prone. It is to lie down, especially on one's front.
Well, it's on his front.
Betty's reverse prone.
Yeah. It's the best of it.
It's a concept some of our viewers may find hard to grasp, but it's possible.
See, part of our party is not good with words.
5, 6.
Me.
And I. 7 damage.
You casually stroll over and wait. Have I soaked? It doesn't matter. I can't soak enough. You just casually walk over, golf swing. The rotted head goes splashing into the muck next to Betty and just kind of does one of those settling things where they look each other in the eyes for a second, and then she throws the fucking corpse off her.
But she was embraced by the zombie.
The fuck was that shit? You do that?
I can probably do that, but I don't want to do that.
I don't want to hurt myself. I'm going to go enjoy my meal.
I Betty, just close your eyes. You don't want to see this yet.
You're not. That's fucking disgusting.
No.
It's his
It's in my blood.
It's his cuisine, and don't worry about it. It's his culture.
Yes, Adam, it is, but not that way.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of culture in that. Bacteria.
It's my clan weakness. I got a chance to Diablo
Betty will look away and...
This is the second time you Diablo-ized somebody today. Like, within the last couple
Oh yeah,
hours.
that's right. There was a. He was there. Count.
Alright.
I mean,
I'm gonna allow it, but our viewers are gonna scream at me if I just let you get away with this scot-free. So
He's dead. I killed him fair and square.
yeah, no, you absolutely can do this. I'm not, and you will even go up a generation. However, I'm also going to invoke the rule book and storyteller's right to give you a derangement for this.
But why?
Halitosis.
Oh, multiple personalities.
roll for it.
Percentiles!
Hemophilia.
Hemophobic.
Wait, you're an Assamite.
Yeah.
How are you able to do this?
I'm not.
He's an Assamite anti-tribute.
Oh, so
They
you
have the opposite. They if they taste a kindred's blood, they have to do self-control to not drink them. The Tremere curse was only put on the Assamites that were not of the Sabbat.
Okay.
The Sabbat Assamite anti-tributes never had the curse leveled on them, so they have a completely different weakness.
Yes.
How many people has your character Diablo?
You mean in my history or a lot?
I know.
Don't worry. He's got one coming too. Let's see. You know what?
Or I can keep it alive for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
No, I got something better for Firecash. Don't worry. It just depends on how well I can seed the trail, if you will. I'm going to give you obsessive compulsive from this. So you're drinking this guy, and he shrivels up like a Capri Sun. Go ahead and go to 11th gen. You also have Dominate and Necromancy are now available disciplines for you, because this guy was not Nosferatu at all. Bonus points to anyone who can figure out what he was.
Here's that one that starts with an N.
Yes.
Giovanni.
Yes, the Ninja.
Yeah.
Starts with an N. Adam. You know the answer to this, don't you?
Good save, asshole. Yes, he was indeed a Nagaraja.
There we go.
Good shit, Tom. So I'm going to give you obsessive compulsive. This guy is so filthy, just reeking of dead sewage, and you ate him in a pool of just brackish water that's been marinating corpses, and as a Zoroastrian, that's just a fucking no-go. So, yes, you now have obsessive compulsive to keep clean. You're in a sewer. Good fucking luck. I will allow that to...
Let that set in slowly.
Yeah, as soon as you get out of the sewer and you realize how filthy you are.
Let that sink in. To wash your hands.
It was dominating what?
Necromancy. You have access to now.
Oh boy.
You gonna learn necromancy?
That's super taboo for Zoroastrian, but I won't stop him.
I have access to it, but I'm probably not going to do it. I don't even know that I can do it. I'm just like, oh, I can do that. No.
What's that other discipline they have?
Auspex.
They don't have a
Nope. They do not have a special super snowflake bloodline discipline. It is Auspex Dominate Necromancy.
Man, I was kind of hoping it was a Nosferatu. I would have gotten that sweet, sweet potence. But
You can just learn potency. You don't
I
need to
know.
But is it as fun?
Carlo Martino, as you're kind of keeping up your surroundings, this is a very, very macabre sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't fucking think of it. It's like a mockery of a living room. There's a shitty old radio in one corner on a waterlogged end table that's breaking in pieces. There's a disgusting moth-eaten sodden couch with what must be stains of blood in front of the radio. Weird, like, girly pictures of, like, Betty Page and stuff posted on the walls. In one corner is what appears to be a makeshift altar, which is literally like a stone slab with a couple of candles on it, a skull, and some leather-bound books. Would you roll Intelligence Occult for me, please?
You know what? I don't think he knew Sally at all.
Now, why would you think that?
Well, we got one success.
One success. So this definitely relates to his necromancy in some way. It doesn't actually... Well... It is not of the school of necromancy that you were taught in Giovanni. Alright, this is definitely like a different branch of woo-woo shit. But you can definitely tell that there's a necromantic bent to this altar.
And I asked the ghost, like, yo, do you know what this shit is?
You never summoned the ghost.
Yeah.
Old man, get out of here! What the fuck is this?
Yeah. If I don't know.
Why would he know?
You know necromancy now. That's it. I'll just take this. I'll take the book and just keep it for me for now. Keep it on me for now, so I can take it to my cousin and see what he says.
Okay. Do you, like, flip through it?
Yeah, flip through it. Yeah. One of his rooms in there.
So this appears to be some sort of diary. And most of the entries are just completely perverse descriptions of hunting and mutilating and worse things that are done to the corpse.
Oh man, a Serbian film.
But
You hurt my soul reminding me.
in the back of this book are descriptions for necromantic rituals and how they are performed. So what ritual do you have?
I have one.
You get to take one ritual at the.
I have one.
So while he goes over that, you got to play as Betty, so we're going to go to you guys. You guys sort of stalk through the halls of the university, and you can see that the hallways are completely dark, save for what little starlight and moonlight man's trickling through the windows. In the middle of the hall, where Victor Armitage's room is meant to be, or is supposed to be, there's a light on inside that streams out into the hallway, pushing back the darkness, and the door is cracked ever so slightly.
Hard at work, Mr. Armitage.
I gave specific instructions that I was not to be disturbed tonight.
I'm afraid that man has been indisposed, so to speak of. Although, to clarify, we mean no harm. We actually come on behalf of Mr. Louis Fortier on a matter of utmost importance.
You hear a thud, like a heavy thud from inside the room, and Armitage comes out, just blood all down the front of this, like, pearlescent white suit. He says, "Ah, yes, come in," as he takes a napkin and just sort of wipes it off.
I'm going ahead and going in.
What does Byrick Ash do at this point?
I also enter.
Who's gonna stop him?
So
Flanagan.
what was once across his desk and now slumped on the floor is this completely exsanguinated college-age young woman that's just still like spurting blood, and he very casually just steps across the puddle, giving no fucks whatsoever, taking a seat at behind his desk, and he sort of gestures to the desks in the classroom. Please do have a seat. I do believe I recognize you. Yes, I do. Mr. Zantz and Mr. Ash.
I bow.
'Tis indeed a pleasure to see you out and amongst the undead, Mr. Ash. I have not seen you since the prestation ceremony, and who knows how many nights before that. You are indeed an elusive figure.
I prefer to stay that way.
It seems you would have made some friends in recent nights if you are, shall we say, palling around with our good Mr. Zantz. Would you not say, Mr. Ash?
Associates would be more an accurate term.
I believe his philosophy has moved him beyond the use and need for words such as friends.
I see.
I found this strange red orb.
I'm glad I'm not your friend in that case. Like, well, we do not mean to disturb your meal. The reason we came here was because Mr. Fortier seeks to call the Primogens together for an emergency meeting of sorts.
You come on behalf of Louis Fortier, do you?
Yes.
Well, might I just inquire, and with absolutely no disrespect meant, bowing politely to both of you, what association would Mr. Fortier have with people who are known to truck with the descendants of Troil?
Can I tell what he's referring to?
He means the Anarchs.
Oh, okay.
Byrick Ash would immediately know that Troil is the Bruja antediluvian. So yes, he's referring to the Bruja and by proxy the Anarchs.
I understand old words.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry, I just left all my shit in your lap. Go ahead.
Now Bob is the storyteller.
Alright, get the monster grown cycle.
no, yay. No.
It's like, no.
I'm so sorry, viewers.
It's gonna get weird.
They don't know the monster grown encyclopedia. Let them Google it.
Or
It's
not.
worth the buy.
If you're truly our fan, you'd know what that book is right now.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him all the reason. Well, you do seem to know an awful lot about us, actually, now that I hear you speak, but despite my curiosity and how you seem to know so much,
I have much information. Some of it is flawed, some of it is not. It is sometimes a full-time job to pick between the two, but I'm guessing that I was right.
in a partial sense, I believe we are far removed from Troil at this point, but regardless,
Ah, yes, what was the name of yours? Ashur, I believe. Perhaps.
is he referring to my sire?
No, he is referring to the Ventru
Ah, okay.
antediluvian.
Ooh, do me. What's my antediluvian? Like, just shut up.
It's a question of the effectiveness of the recent calls made by our prince. He has been rather selective in who he seeks to treat with fairness in his domain.
You think so?
Well, many people think so. He blames the Anarchs for what is happening, yet he allows rampant and wanton violence to just simply run the streets and chooses to look away when his precious Toreador do it well. Suddenly the rod must no longer be spared when it comes to anybody of any other clan.
Do forgive the impertinence, Mr. Zantz, but was it not the Anarchs that maliciously burned down the Toreador salon?
Allegedly.
Was it not also the Anarchs, indeed the very same Anarch I've heard, that burned down, or attempted to burn down the art museum where the prince is known to hold prestation ceremonies?
There's some.
I wouldn't so much call it the Anarchs in general as one rogue misguided soul
Yes,
who has
that
claimed himself to be part of the Anarchs.
and that misguided soul has had a Lex Tullianus called upon him, has he not? With forgiveness, I do fail to see how the rod is being spared.
Well,
The Toreador, I believe it was indeed Nietzsche who said that he who gazes into the abyss for too long has the abyss gaze back at him. One would wonder what happens when one gazes into his own navel for too long. The Toreador are, shall we say, idiots, children, self-important at the best of times. But masquerade breaches are known to happen, Mr. Zantz. I don't like it. I don't care for it. But, well, this is still nothing compared to the inside of a Sabata domain. You know what I'm speaking of, don't you, Mr. Bydercash?
you're a Sabbat.
I've known a few Sabbat havens.
I, too, once had another life, in another time, another self. Such things are best left in the dark, I'm sure you will agree, but
Does his voice sound familiar to me?
you met him at the prestation ceremony.
You're not answering my question.
You met him at the prestation ceremony.
This son of a bitch.
Is your trigger finger getting twitchy?
At least the prince is doing his best to curtail masquerade breaches, which is the nature of his office, as handed down by the inner circle of the Camarilla, as dictated in the Treaty of Thorns in the 1400s. Tell Mr. Fortier, if he wishes a meeting of the Primogen, that as my station as head of the Malkavians in Los Angeles, I am obliged to come, and will dutifully show. However, I cannot agree that I will, or I cannot promise that I shall agree with his point of view.
We can only ask that you listen.
And listen I shall.
Is there an easy means of reaching you? Are you usually here at your office?
My body is usually here at my office, but one wonders where my mind wanders to.
You should
At
keep it in a
times.
jar.
Ah, yes, I attempted that once. I still have a rather nasty scar. And he sort of like parts his hair, and you can see where there's this huge fucking divot that just never completely healed over. Attempted to use a werewolf claw. I don't recommend it. It did manage to bypass most of my rather generous ability to withstand damage, but wasn't able to remove it entirely.
What happened to the werewolf?
I believe he was delicious.
I can only imagine what that tastes like. Byercash, do you have any further business with the Primogen?
No.
Get out of my head.
May I offer you a drink before you leave? As he sort of like poof the fucking sure to be dead girl.
I'm gonna just sort of run my finger along where the...
Yeah.
Do I retch when I taste it?
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
Okay.
She's
You're like,
This one has her own desires and ambitions. I can't eat this. I can only eat gold diggers. That's my clan weakness. Growing up poor, it's what my character has decided what he eats now. Where his weakness has decided what he eats. I'm afraid the nature of my clan gives me certain proclivities, and I cannot partake of this one. Although I appreciate your generous offer.
Very well, and you, Mr. Ash?
I'll politely decline. Our kind have something similar.
No, you don't. Shut up.
Very well then. As the colloquialism goes, more for me. And he sort of like cracks her neck like a crab claw, and just like staring up at you guys, creepily watching.
So can we just call your office phone at night, or?
Ah, yes, he sprays blood. You asked for a way to contact me. How best to contact me?
Carrier pigeon.
Do you have any carrier pigeons?
I've had one now.
I tell you what, you do know Mr. Fortier, you said, yes?
Absolutely.
And you have met the one that works as his seneschal, the lovely Miss Therese Vorman, have you not?
Yes.
Have her contact me. She will be able to reach me.
Okay. Is he talking about his ghoul?
No, Therese Vorman is another Malkavian.
Oh,
that,
okay. I remember now.
Yeah.
She
So
was
it
at the
works
presentation.
for Louis.
Okay. All right. I hope your dry cleaning isn't too expensive.
Dry cleaning?
Hey, just
Oh
keep
no,
it-
I'm not taking this to dry cleaning.
Okay. Yep.
just keep it red.
And the janitor, who I'm pretty sure is in the closet dead.
There is a very high turnover rate for that position. Are either of you looking for a job?
I already have a job.
I need a job.
But if you ever need somebody to handle your stocks, I have quite the talent for it.
You wish to handle my stocks?
Your financial stocks?
Ah, yes, I thought you were referring to my stocks of preserved organs. I do need someone to organize those now that you mention of it. Speaking of which, and he sticks his hand straight in her back and like rips out a lung. No, this will never do.
He has a very strange way of interpreting words, Mr. Ash.
It's slightly infuriating.
I'm gonna sort of duck in the office one more time. Like, you don't happen to know where the gangrel primogen is, do you?
Drusilla,
Yes, Drusilla.
haven't the foggiest. I would if I had to guess, I would assume in the complete opposite direction of a bath. I slay me sometimes.
The sewers?
I heard that there's a serial killer down there.
I guess for now
Rockagators.
I'm heading back to the mansion.
If you wish to comb the areas of parks and recreation, you might find her. Griffith Park, I believe, is a particular favorite of hers.
Triggered.
Does Griffith Park even exist? Yes, it does.
No,
I suppose we can make a stop there.
I would be very careful if I were you.
Are there werewolves there?
There are indeed werewolves in Griffith Park.
Where do wolves live? They're demon werewolves.
Here, I will, just to prove that I am willing to keep an open mind about your cause, I will do everything that I can to protect you from the werewolves.
I am appreciative.
He grabs her ankle and like rips an entire leg off. Throw this and hopefully they will be too busy eating.
You're just like,
Drip, 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 drip.
I don't want to get this all over the floor. You don't mind if I throw it out the window, do you?
Oh no, go ahead. That's what I was about to do with the rest of her.
Just toss it out and leave out the door.
You're a monster.
Do you say that to him or?
Yes.
I guess we're heading to Griffith Park.
What is a monster, Mr. Ash?
Oh,
I believe a monster lives in all humankind and indeed vampire kind.
what is a poo?
What is a man but a miserable pile of... I forget how the rest of that quote goes.
What is a man?
Miserable
Pile of secrets. Yes.
There we go.
Alright, so you guys are headed off to Griffith Park.